Uh-oh, he's back. You see the title. You see it. Listen, I can't make stuff up. I can't make stuff up. Go subscribe to Buck Splash on YouTube. I am back. He thought my silence, yo. I was looking for you to speak up, Academics, right after this happened. Let's go. Put respect on Lil Reese name. And let's conversate with DJ Academics. Now remember something. It's about to get live. Watch. Y'all gonna be, oh my God. He gonna be mad. Did you increase what I'm talking about? It never ceases. Because I see things pending.
Look out the window and vision my dreams. Call me a man because I drip so clean. My brothers, you know I'm a fiend. Still is fire. Alex and Queen, my wrist is ringing. The change of the weather. These bitches be birds, they flock together.
Put some respect on my name, Black Mouth.
Gucci and Fendi, I drip for real. Suppressing my face while I'm popping these pills. Trying to go hard till I get me a deal. Stay to myself because I only know real. Fuck how they feel. Cruises to Cuba. Can't ride a bike, but I'm lit on a scooter. Bitch, I'm the king, so you know I'm your ruler. After I'm done,
I ain't got a talk. You don't never want to say that blatant watch. I'm about to show you something crazy. It's gonna be quick. Watch. I'm not being here all day. If they miss it, they miss it. This is gonna be quick. Watch.
Call me the sun. True one day to ride in the rock. Cause the niggas can't heat rock. All they cool on smoke. Pause. Let the page drop. Fuck a bitch, then I send her right in the shop. Purple haze to the smoke that I puff. Leper contact, I stay with good luck. Mitchell and Ness, I'm calling it rock. Young, I don't give a fuck. Cause the niggas can't heat rock. All they cool on smoke when I spin a block. Pause. Let the page drop. Fuck a bitch, then I send her right in the shop. Purple haze to the smoke that I puff. Leper contact, I stay with good luck. Mitchell and Ness, I'm calling it rock.
You're real quiet.
Give a fuck.
Let me show y'all something, and y'all gonna see. Let me show y'all something real quick. Let me give y'all an example.
Are you ready to be heard?
And after I give you this example, you're gonna know exactly what I mean. This is how academics works.
Now, rapper Trey 57 out of Chiraq. His real name is actually Nigel D. Vasquez. He's only 22 years of age. He was gunned down on Thursday while standing on his porch when he was approached by two men, and now he was taken to a hospital where he was pronounced dead. Now, this is probably a normal occurrence during Chiraq, right?
Normal occurrence?
This is normal. However, this actually caught a lot of people's attention because one of the last things that a rapper Trey 57, which his name is already a self-fulfilling prophecy, but one of the last things that Trey 57 did was sneak diss the Chiraq Grim Reaper himself. Now,
he did that for years straight, 5 years straight, on this one man. You were bigging him up, Chiraq Grim Reaper, this, and this. And of course, it's publicity, so he didn't dodge it. But does this show academics has more to do with what's going on than we thought? You were calling him the Grim Reaper. You were alluding that people think after this rapper ends up dead, that because he dissed on Lil Reese and other people, but Lil Reese mainly, that he was responsible for doing this to him. You alluded to this. I can play at least 10 more videos. You said, listen, I knew I saw stuff like this coming. I'm the czar. I see things. I saw something bad happen. Okay? It had happened last night. If you guys don't know, Lil Reese was shot in the neck. He was shot in the neck last night. I found out an hour to 2 hours after it happened. Thank God he's okay. Pray for him getting well in his current situation. But how much did academics allude to him being a Grim Reaper? Do you guys know what that means? He's alluding to him being the cause of all this stuff going on just because someone disses him. They even called him being in the comments or whatever you have it, being on the site. They called that obituary. Remember, I played it for you. I'm gonna play it for you again. Tomorrow, we're gonna go all the way into it. He called it a funeral, an obituary. He said this. He said this. This doesn't make him responsible. Oh, listen, it gets better. Oh, did you hear the shot he took? He said it's regular here. He said a lot of stuff. Wait for it.
We all know you, the CzarR, Grim Reaper. Just sit back, give your life to the Lord. Make sure you're baptized, repent for all your sins, because a faithful day is definitely coming.
So he's alluding to this man as a god. He's alluding to another man as a god. Another man's a god. Again. You're doing this again. This is how you started your career. Really? You alluded to this man as a god. He's in a situation. You're silent. I didn't hear nothing from you since this. But now he gets hit. What are you saying? You're dead silent. Oh, did it play out how you saw it? You're a piece of trash. I just want you to know how I think of you. This is not you alluding to him being involved in all these rappers' death. You think eventually if I'm alluding to someone being involved in a lot of people's death, that it's not going to come for them? You built the hype and clout around this. How many views? 1.2 million views on this video. Let it play out. I'm letting the whole thing play for you. 1.2 million views on this video. Listen how he speaks to him. And most of the viewers aren't from Chiraq. You don't have a lot of Chicago viewers when it's war in Chiraq. He did this intelligently. Watch.
This your boy DJ AKADEMIKS, and now rapper Trey 57 out of Chiraq. His real name is actually Nigel D. Vasquez. He's only 22 years of age. He was gunned down on Thursday while standing on his porch when he was approached by two.
Oh, and it's dawning on him right now. He's showing this one particular one. I said it for a reason. I wonder why. You're dirt. Let's go.
Man. And now he was taken to a hospital where he was pronounced dead. Now, this is probably a normal occurrence during Chiraq, right? They celebrate this. This is normal.
You're garbage.
However, this actually caught a lot of people's attention because one of the last things that rapper Trey 57, which his name is already a self-fulfilling prophecy, but
you hear him taking a shot at the dead. His name's already a self-fulfilling prophecy. Really? Trey 57. Won't you say someone's real name to be respectful? No, Trey 57. His name's already a self-fulfilling prophecy. There he goes, sliding to the side like, oh, this was going to happen. His name's already a self-fulfilling prophecy. Really? AKADEMIKS? Nothing's academic about you. You're way low. You're idiotic. You just intelligent setting other people up in situations. Like downing someone. Lil Reese, like, Grim Reaper, Chiraq, let me.
Well,
what do you say? What say you?
Was sneak diss the Chiraq Grim Reaper himself. Now, we all know you diss the Chiraq Grim Reaper. Just sit back, give your life to the Lord, make sure you're baptized, repent for all your sins, because a faithful day is definitely coming. Now, a lot of people will be like, you're just gassing Lil Reese. Now, listen, there's way too many fucking examples of Lil.
He just downed people who would come against him. He said, oh, people are like, you're gassing Lil Reese. There's too many examples. So everyone who you're saying, you're confirming and standing your ground at alluding that he is involved somehow. You're alluding he's involved somehow. Saying there's too many examples when I could tell you a lot of it wasn't even him. It wasn't him at all. And you just put it out there like, oh, there's so many examples. Just because they dissed him? You didn't think they had beef with other people? You were using these young boys as a come up. using them young boys that can do something in their life, that's making a difference. Lil Reese was no different. How was he different? Matter of fact, he was the one you did this to the most. And they could blame whoever did it and stuff. I find you at fault. Personally, I find you at fault. You did this for 5 years straight. 5 years straight. And anyone who had beef with him, they never saw it. Chicago never seen it. Oh, no one around. They never even heard of this. Now he gets shot. And you're silent. Yo, you are complete trash. You really are. Same thing with X. You just couldn't be silent because you dissed him 7 days. Let me break.
Reese getting dissed and something happening right after. So all I'm gonna say is that, listen, leave Lil Reese the fuck alone. Now, not only did rapper Trey 57 diss Lil Reese, he dissed a new character within the war.
And it's not a phone clout, it's a laptop, idiot.
All right, now this guy isn't really new. He's been around. He's actually a rapper also, but he's new because I've never ever introduced you to this character in the war. Chiraq. This guy goes by the name of E-Day. Now,
you're a snitch.
This might sound familiar because there's another guy named C-Day. Apparently, they're brothers. E-Day, C-Day. Now, I don't know why they pick these.
Name dropping, just dropping names. Yo, let me ask you something. And you declared that you have no federal informant background. You have no knowledge of intelligent design to get information out. You're good at it. You're so good at it. You're alluding to so much. Oh, E-Day and C-Day, they're brothers. They're out here. Right before you said there's just too many situations.
Weird fucking names, but that's their names. Now, apparently this guy's a fucking ruthless savage. Now, his brother was actually or is currently charged with Rondo number 9. Remember him? They're currently charged, so his brother is currently charged with Rondo number 9 for murder. And now E-Day, he's actually free. So C-Day's in jail, E-Day's free. So you know how Rondo number 9, his special weapon.
So if there's any popo listening, one of the brothers are free. If there's any popo listening, one's in jail for doing something with Rondo, but one's free.
Like his special gift was pulling out that rocket launcher. Apparently this guy, E-Day, he always got a fucking Uzi. He comes strapped with a Uzi. Pull it out anytime.
Because I'm with it. I've been up on Chicago. I'm not far from Chiraq, and I can confirm it's been lit for years. Number one, who said it wasn't lit? Matter of fact, that's what I'm saying is the problem. He knew it was lit. So he did this series. That's what I'm saying. Ak ain't start that war. He didn't start it. He egged it on. He was the catalyst. Do you get what I'm saying? 1.2 million views on this. He's a catalyst. Say 1.2 million views ain't a catalyst. Do you know what you're saying? I studied him for a long time before it. I was like, is this guy informing on people? Is he snitching? I said it for a long time. His actions and what's going on confirms it for me. Are you serious? He just made money off of it. He's still making money off of it. And they're getting shot and dying. Karma, listen, Poncho TV, hold on. Because for you to say that, you must have some prior knowledge. I'm not saying he didn't do dirt. Are you confirming he did every one of these situations he spoke on? Because I could say that's not true by what I know. He did all of these things he says. He's involved in every single thing that he says. He alludes to it. He said there's so many situations that where do you have the evidence to even blame him for all these situations you're talking about? He has no evidence. They do. He's no different. Okay, Poncho TV, if you want to say that particular situation, I respect that. I have at least 10 videos he alludes to him doing something when someone dies. I will play them all for you if you want me to. Tomorrow, if you want me to, I will play every single video he's doing it in. He's doing it in every video that he speaks about him. It's crazy. Why? I don't understand why. Why isn't he blaming other people who are actually around or who they were actually beefing with? Let's be real. He would be contradicted through Chicago World News if we want to be real. He spoke on who blatantly did stuff and got arrested. He called out AKADEMIKS like you're wrong. Like he's wrong. He's very wrong. How? All right, Poncho, respectfully, say something happened and I was alluding like, yeah, Poncho's the Indian of the Wild Wild West. He rides down on, like, he's known for riding down. And every single death that happened to someone that didn't like you, I mentioned you. How is that possible? I'm mentioning you for every single one. Grim Reaper, I'm giving you a nickname. Grim Reaper Poncho. Poncho TV, the Wild Wild West loose shooter. I'm alluding to you on everything. Where is their objectivity? There's no objectivity because I'm just going to have people think that you're a Grim Reaper, what in turn builds your clout. So now what happens? Everybody's riding for you. Everybody's after you because they think if they can't find who did it, oh, that cat act, let's check him out. Could he have really done it? Now they're chasing down a lead with no justice involved. He pulls in the wrong attention, has profited off of it, laughed through it with satire, and thinks it's acceptable. What? Listen to what else he said. You think you are.
Now, here it is. Apparently his nickname is King Cooper, which I have no fucking idea what Cooper
Giving
is.
nicknames out. Giving
That's
people's
his nickname.
nicknames out. They're allies.
This
They're
was
real
rapper
rappers.
Trey 57. And after he got killed, this guy eBay's even making fun of the guy even after his death. These guys are fucking ruthless. Now,
how many of you made light of Tentacion's death? How many? So they're involved now because they made light of it? You're like trying to do the police work without doing the work. You're trying to just talk through it without actually having any evidence. You're just talking. You don't have a clue. You're trying to narrate it via the media, via no research, no type of knowledge of any other beefs they had going on. You're just doing it. This is what you've done to so many people that have actually died. And now, if Lil Reese has lost or had lost his life, I would have held you personally responsible. Your media put that attention on here. You're talking out dog. You had no evidence the Grim Reaper was involved. You just saw him dissing him. You don't know about the beefs. There's a literal war going on. So anybody could have did anything. It has nothing to do with it's this guy. He did that. Oh, it's him. What proof?
first and foremost, this in a Chiraq Grim Reaper is bad enough. But Ide, who's brothers to Cide, who is apparently, as I said, he's in jail with Rondo for committing a murder, and we all know Rondo number 9, he's a man with the plug. He's a savage with the plug to the rocket launchers and other weapons of mass destruction.
Snitching. Snitch. You snitched on me. You just snitched hard. They do that. That's what they do. They think, I don't know why they do it. But he is snitching on person after person, snitching about situation. He's just snitching. He's just telling on all y'all. Like, oh, who's the plug to the rocket launchers? Mass destruct. Like, what? Who told you to say all that? Who told you that's clever? That's a clever thing to say. Really? And what are you doing to help solve it? But putting names out. If I was an investigator, the first thing I do is listen to this to figure out something. Oh, is that true? Oh, he got plugs to what? I'm on that. Oh, what's his nickname? King Cobra. You gave them everything they needed. Yo, this guy, he likes to put other people in the line of fire and backpedal. You do. That's what you do best. Just like you did to X in that interview. Oh, put X in the line of fire. Oh, no, let's stick to Drake. You know how they like to repackage energy. Yeah, he stole my. You're like, yeah. Mm-hmm. In the back of your head, you're like, great. Listen to this sucker.
I mean, all them type of ISIS utilities, Rondo number 9 is mailed the plug for all that in Chiraq. Now, listen, someone actually told me that these guys actually keep score on killing and coonery within.
Someone told me these guys keep score on killings. So let me ask you this. If I'm a family member of this young man that was shot, and we live a gang mentality, a street life, isn't that going to make me think that they really did something to him? Like, say someone else did it. That doesn't make me think they did it. Someone told me that they keep score on killing. Like, I'm going to think one of them did it. Off the rip. Why did I say, are you an informant? This is what they did to those guys involved with the Kanika Jenkins thing. The cops did that. You're doing the same thing. It's no different except you got a bigger platform. What's the difference? There is none. There is none. There's no difference. It's a chipmunk in mama's basement. The only difference is it's a chipmunk clicking on nuts, doing whatever he does in mama's basement. That's the difference. Do you get me? I'm showing you something y'all never saw. I literally stopped watching them when I realized it. Like, this guy's a snitch. He's a rat bitch. He's a chipmunk. There's nothing you weren't. They're grieving over bodies and death, and you're just making satire. Video after video after video after video after video after video after video. Chiraq Grim Reaper. He beefing with guys. I heard King Copa, whatever that nickname is, after you called them all coons to start the series. I showed you. Then I leveled up. Like, look what he's doing now. Look, remember his first episode. He called them all coons. How much respect do you actually have for him? Think about it. It's not rocket science. This guy's a lunatic. He's delusional, and he thinks his ish don't stink. Probably because the summer eve, you're rubbing on your vag. You are yo. This is a guy that has summer eve stacked up in his shower. Does he sound like he's out there with y'all? Does he sound like he'd ever be around y'all? You got summer's eve stacked up in different flavors in your shower. Vag wash stuffed in your shower. Oh, you're a man of men. Listen to Vag wash. That's your new nickname, Vagina wash.
Chiraq, I was flabbergasted. I was fucking shocked. I never knew they were keeping.
Of course, vaginal wash is gonna be shocked. Of course, Vag wash is gonna be the guy sitting back like, hey, I was flabbergasted. F your backing and F you. You are a piece of trash. You called this man a Grim Reaper for 5 to 6 years. Now something happens. I can't even see you speaking. If you spoke, it wasn't loud enough. Yo.
Or of coonery. Now, apparently there is one Negro on Twitter or something like that who is the coonery ref. He awards points to whoever whenever somebody dies or somebody get locked up. So you'll hear them using some type of terms and some type of vernacular, like they'll announce, hey, this gang is up. This gang is down. This gang is up. This gang is down. They're even. This gang is up. They're up by 2. They're up by 10.
Listen,
it's a blowout. It's a fucking, this shit's over. It's 21.
What do you know about a blowout if it doesn't involve someone else? What do you know about a blowout?
Man, I don't know what the fuck is going on, but these guys is actually keeping score of coonery. So the most valuable coon is probably a legit award. Now listen, it's like gathering Dragon Balls, except it's coon packs. You gotta gather the coon packs. I'm not sure what the winning number is. Usually with Dragon Balls, you gather 7, you win, but with coon packs,
Did you think about what he said? Think about it. He's saying gathering what packs? So even the dead, he's speaking of as that. He said gathering what packs? Because even the deceased he thinks of as that. How else do you mean it? Explain to me in the English vernacular, what do you mean then? Because there's no other way to look at it. What other way? Oh, I was just joking. When someone's dead? When you're safe in mama's basement? Nah, ma. Can I get dinner? No, I'm doing a Chiraq video, ma. Please. Oh, don't forget to add the life cereal.
Gotta gather some unlimited amount because there's a lot of these savages in fucking Chiraq. But now let's get serious. Apparently this rapper, he'll probably be one of those guys that are saying, or people would say about him, he's with the shits. Now his name is Trey 57. Come on, like the Trey 57 Magnum.
You don't know him, but because of his name, you're gonna go into a narration like you can just bunch them all together. They're all the same. Yo. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna go through this video and I'm done. This guy is.
That's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Unfortunately for this young man, he actually
again self-fulfilling prophecy. Hold on. Look up what the definition of self-fulfilling prophecy and tell me, does he know what he's talking about? Oh, he brought, AKA, he brought this on himself. AKA, he brought this on himself. He destined himself for this. He did. Yo, you're the problem with Chiraq. I'm sorry. You're the problem with Chiraq. You gave them media. You had them hitting you up, hyping you up to talk about them. You had a few telling you to stop talking about them, telling her every move. I could show those videos. Are you serious? Now something happens to who you called a Grim Reaper and you're silent. That's disrespectful. At least say, I hope this man gets better, feel better. How you use them for media. Yo, you're sick. You're a sick, twisted teddy bear. You are. Because you're soft as, you are one soft mofo. You are a sucker to the max. Your past of your sucker stuff is proven so true in the future. You are a born to life sucker for what you did. One of them hurt. One of the guys you boosted up's hurt and you're silent. Wonder why. Oh, he's the Grim Reaper. Mention him. His mentions are like an obituary. You said that. Then if his came up, you wouldn't say nothing.
To see this guy's life just get deteriorated and get basically lost over nothing. They're beefing over bullshit. And hopefully other people that are his friends are either on his team or whatever the nonsense is could realize that, hey, instead of trying to keep scoring on we're up, we're down, listen, man.
So now you're alluding to people on the team of this deceased guy plays the same game as the rest? I'm not understanding it. Maybe they can realize. Now he tries to add, you see how doublespeak works? First, I'm going to make my jokes. First, I'm going to say something funny. First, I'm going to go in on them. Then on the backside, I'm going to try and add some lesson to it. No, it doesn't cover up. You preyed on their lives. You made money off of their pain. You can't cover that.
At some point, you got to realize that you're going to end up just like him, or you're going to be like Rondo and Cedar. You're going to be in jail. Now, the thing is, a lot of people are doing this shit for internet clout. And the thing what they don't realize is that
you're not doing it for internet clout. Nowadays, people do it for internet clout, and you're not. You're delusional. Your whole series is clout. You're not trying to find out. You're not talking to their family. You're just talking. What family member did you talk to after they read this, heard you, and you referred to them as coonbacks? What family member reached out and you talked to? Had a nice conversation like, yeah, they're just young coons. What? Yo, this guy is hilarious. Not in a funny way. He's a hilarious character. Your character's hilarious. This series made you. And look at what you're saying. This is why you always be careful what legacy you build. Now something happens and you're silent. Silent.
Most of the
quiet
people
on the set.
Hyping it up. They'll retweet a bullshit beef between two rappers or two notable savages. They don't realize the people that are hyping it up, they don't even really.
He doesn't think he's hyping it up. He doesn't think he's hyping it up. What are you doing? What are you doing then? Yo, I'm showing you how delusional some of these guys are. Let's say males, because he's not a man. Let's say vag wash. I'm showing you how delusional he is. In the shower, rubbing on Summer's Eve, he's probably singing his favorite song. Turn up some Drake. Just how I would go. Then he gets on the mic and talking about Chiraq. Comebacks. Self-fulfilling prophecy. Yo, you're a joke, my dude. You're a joke.
Care about what's going on. They actually just want to be entertained. They want to be entertained at the expense of your life.
Now he tells on himself. Do you see? What did I tell you? What did I tell you a long time ago? If these dudes that flap their gums have no business being here, they'll tell on themselves. He just told on himself. On himself. Oh, entertain. Somebody, they just like to entertain guys and, went into telling on himself. I can't make that up. Let's replay that so you get that. Now think of him and listen to what he says. Think of him.
They're basically lost over nothing. They're beefing over bullshit. And hopefully other people that are his friends are either on his team or whatever the nonsense is can realize that, hey, instead of trying to keep scoring, we're up, we're down. Listen, man, at some point you got to realize that you're going to end up just like him, or you're going to be like Rondo and Cedar. You're going to be in jail.
Bad lesson.
Now, the thing is, a lot of people are doing this shit for internet clout. And the thing what they don't realize is that most of the people hyping it up. They'll retweet a bullshit beef between two rappers or two notable savages. They don't realize the people that are hyping it up, they don't even really care about what's going on. They actually just want to be entertained. They want to be entertained at the expense of your life. But
that's your series. Oh my gosh. Thank you for telling on yourself. I couldn't have said it better. He told you what he was. He just said what he does. He does everything he just said. You don't retweet your videos you do this about. You don't retweet beefs going on in Chicago. You don't retweet about the artist getting shot. You never retweeted any of this. He just told on himself. I told you the way to see a mark They'll tell on themselves. He just did it. Thank you. Academics, this was the realest thing you did your whole career. You just told on yourself at the expense of someone's life, and they don't even care. Whose life on here do you care about when you call them coons from the jump? Whose life? Name one. You don't care about their life. You don't care if they get better. You don't care who died. Because you're a self-fulfilling prophecy. You listen to your wording throughout this whole video. Then look at what you talk about. You just said yourself who you are. Thank you. I ain't got to say too much more. Thank you. You gave yourself up. You gave yourself up. And here's the thing y'all don't know. They could attack my monetization for truth about you because I know you're involved. I don't care. What happens when the block's hot? You turn up. It's going to make me turn up on you. This is just a snippet. This is just a small piece. When I play the DJ AKADEMIKS portfolio of mentioning Lil Reese, you're going to get destroyed. You're going to be done. Time after time, what you've done to build up to now. How many years were you talking about him before this happened? Really? TheCzarr. You're going to make me turn up. This is a snippet. I have every part of where you're telling on yourself. I have it all. Stop being stupid. Bow down. Head down, boy.
But Chiraq clearly don't get that. The coonery, the savagery, people love it. Now, as I said,
you just continued to tell on yourself. That's why you did the war in Chiraq. People love it. The coonery, the this. People love it. How much more are you going to snitch on yourself? How much more do you want to snitch on yourself? How much more? Let me know. Really? You, listen, vagina is as vagina does. You're either leaving other people F or you're effing yourself. Vagina is as vagina does. You're either effing other people's situation up or you're effing yourself like you did with those women. How do you want to play this? You're figured out from top to bottom. And I can make it get a little worse because you do get worse. I don't know if over the years you felt more powerful, but he got worse. I can show you. He got worse. You just told on yourself. Some people are entertaining. They don't really care about the lives of these people, and you do. Oh, you know, it gets to the situation where everyone likes the entertainment. They like the coonery, and we don't know that you're trying to entertain them that way. Really? Well, isn't that a coincidence? Fat chipmunk.
Unfortunately, this guy lost his life. But as I say, first of all, everybody needs to stop tweeting that Lil Reese, period. You getting in his mentions, there's nothing.
And you go back to alluding Lil Reese's mentions as being an obituary or some sort. You go back to alluding anyone ever in his mentions something happens to him. Alluding to Lil Reese as this major killer that's going on a spree because of these people. You're alluding to it. This is alluding. And you having knowledge of anything of this sort without putting it out there, without even saying it in a certain way, he could come back to you like, you influence these people to come after me.
So that never comes out. I've never seen somebody tweet at Lil Reese, and the next time we hear something, it's on.
We never heard Lil Reese do anything good. We never heard him mention nothing in good things. You're damning this young man. You're damning him. You're saying nothing good comes from him or of him. Neither do you. In real life, nothing good comes from you. What good comes from you? What good comes from you? I put money. More good came from Lil Reese than you. Seriously, I put money on it. You do nothing good. You do nothing but sit in the basement, munching on Cheetos, doing these Chiraq videos. Now bad stuff is still happening. And you mentioned all their names, all these rappers' names. They're getting locked up. You mentioned them, told how they get their stuff, snitched on all of them, did all this, all that, told on him, alluded to him, called, and then at the end, called them all coons. Why are you speaking about him then? Really? If you felt that way, why'd you even take the time out your day, you fat mouth fuck, to mention any of them? You fat mouth dirty fuckboy. You backdoor pansy vag washed up bum. Why are you mentioning them if they're coons? See, it gets very simple. Academics, you mentioned Chiraq's Grim Reaper. That title has been over his head. How many times, not public, do you think someone competed to snatch that title from him? If you know they're playing a game, look. You said they're playing a game, right? You're not trying to referee. You're not trying to referee. You're not trying to referee this game you're alluding that's being played. You're not trying to ref it? Then why is this episode like 5, 6, and 100-something levels of episodes talking about these coons you speak of? You are responsible for a lot of what's going on, and you don't even realize it. That's how stupid you are. That's how dumb you are. How do I know? How do I know you're explicitly involved with one of these situations, at least some of them, by informing enemies of doing something? Because even TheCzarr did a Chicago video, and the very next week I saw something happen. And I said, I can't do this. I said, I can't do this because I saw something happen that I knew I spoke on. And I said, no, I'm not you guys' intel. No, I'm done with it. And I dropped the title altogether. Not the Kanika Jenkins thing. It was something else. And I seen them move. Like militant. I seen them move. I was like, I'm done. I was like, no. I was like, guys, I'm not part of gang, so I'm not sitting up here doing that. I had a long talk with my people. I was like, yo, I can't do Chicago stories. I was like, I've seen them do this. They looked, they said, oh, shoot, yeah. Oh, shoot. It hit them hard, too. I'm like, yo, if they're not watching, then I tell the future. Literally, I do. But you've done this series knowing that type of stuff happens. Can you imagine how many times you had your hands filthy and something happening to someone? Can you imagine that, vag wash? While you're in there rubbing yourself, singing Drake? You got it, girl, you got it. With your summer's eve? Can you imagine that? You probably can't because you don't care. You just said it yourself. People that entertain and they don't care what happens to the lives around them. Oh, and in situations where stuff's happening, it's just that talking, going around it. And this series was the first time you barely even stuttered. You barely even stutter getting this stuff out. This tells me this is your heart. You don't stutter. This is your heart.
something fucking bad. And apparently this E-Day guy, we need to stay the fuck away from him too. Now, of course, there's going to be some savages who they're going to be determined to prove otherwise. And as I said, I could only show you the water. I can't force you how to drink. Keep drinking and smoking.
What water are you showing him to? Oh, keep smoking and drinking because you want the coterie. You want to deliver it to the people. Stop faking. Be who you are. When Vic Mensa runs down, get slapped up or put your hands up. No, I don't want to fight. I ain't trying to do that. This is why he ran down. This is why he told you, box. He called you a sucker. He said everything to your face. And he said, let's fight. Because of this. Everyone in Chiraq knows what you've done. Everyone in Chicago knows what you've contributed. They know. That's why you got no fly zone tagged on you. And you know, you speak about them, they're all coons, they're all this. You know they mean business, right? Then why are you play with it? Why are you play with it? What's funny? What's funny about what you said? Then you're about to end it. It's your boy DJ Academics out. Back to your vagina wash and Drake in the shower. You are the biggest sack of shit that has ever touched down the media. You are yo. In any scenario, you alone, not my security with me. You touching down somewhere on any normal occasion would be a knockout. A knockout. Everywhere you go, you get knocked out. Not just speaking about X situation is you stuttered through X's whole thing. You don't skip a beat here. You don't skip a beat. This is your heart. That's because you were doing funny business in the X interview. I got you. You throughout the whole interview. But here you're DJ Academics, comebacks, because that's your heart.
Those cool bags, but why I do that? I'm gonna stay the safe confines the fuck away from y'all. And I keep telling y'all, get the fuck.
Stay the F away from y'all. But you'll talk about them. Stay the F away from y'all. But their entertainment, stay the F away from y'all. But you care about their life. Stay the F away from y'all. But you're trying to give them lessons. Yo, you are a straight up punk bitch, yo. You really are. You are. Anywhere you touch down, you should get slapped up. Anywhere you touch down, you should be getting slapped up after you did this. Like a filthy, like you should be getting slapped around the room. To them, that chipmunk jaw widens more. You're a joke. This is one video. One video. I said there's at least 10 more. No, not including this. You're sick. You made jokes of their whole life in existence. Some you joked on that are no longer here. You are a piece of shit. For real. You really are. You are a piece of shit. You are. YouTube, stop playing with me. You boost this. You sit there. You don't want us to do truth on situations, but he ran this series through you. And people actually got laid to rest over situations, dealing with some of the stuff talked about. Listen to me. And listen good, academics. It's your favorite rapper's time. Your favorite movie star's time. We dine and we age like fine wine. It is your favorites' time. Your favorite athlete's time. And we on you. You are a piece of trash. You are. I don't care if I gotta come for you and Complex. I'll check you both. You are a piece of trash. I will go at you both in every online site, and their mother and their father too. I'll go for all of you. I'm not playing. Jump in the way of the chipmunk. Just make sure you stay the F away from me. For real. All rights reserved. We out this.